Alright, so this is going to be a cast of the TQ Open. Uh, just basically, it's a diamond tournament to basically publicize the team TQ. Here we have a ZVP on Metalopolis. We have 2JZGTE going up against Baobab. So basically I'm going to say it's Bao versus 2. That's just an easier way to do it. Let's just get this sound on, because there's not really much coming here. Let's see. Alright, so now I got some sound. So, just for the start, the map is Metalopolis. This is an all-diamond tournament, so you can basically expect competent play from everybody. I don't really know much about the Team TQ. They're pretty new. But basically, PvZ is a pretty good matchup, and on Metalopolis it can be especially great because Metalopolis is a great macro map. So right now it's pretty simple, just scouting's going on. Scouting after Pylon, which is very good, just to know if there's an early pool coming on. But I really wish I knew more about the players. I know Dante is the guy who's running this entire tournament of Team TQ. You guys should actually check them out. They're actually, I looked at a little bit about each of the players, and they seem fairly solid. So yeah, I know that, I think they're all in like the high thousands in terms of points. But as for this game that's going on right now, it's not really anything crazy. It's just normal gateway timing, scouting, normal gas. There's no expansion yet. But it looks like actually Zerg's trying to go hatch first, which is really bad that it's going to get blocked by this probe. But yeah, as a reaction from the hatch getting blocked, the spawning pool is getting thrown down. So it's not going to be too bad. Just once this probe gets dealt with, then the hatch will be able to go down. It's about to die. Oh, trying to throw down the pylon, but that gets blocked. Alright, so now Bao's got really lucky with that. I don't know why he's pulling back both of his drones. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, so now it was basically around a 14 poolish and a 15 hatch, which is actually not a bad build at all. It's very economically oriented and should actually work out well. But Zealot is getting chrono boosted out for the Protoss in order just to put on a little bit of pressure, I'm assuming. Maybe if he can get out enough, he'll be able to even force a cancel or take out the hatchery, or at least do enough damage where Zerg has to create enough drones, or not enough Zerglings, and not drones, just so they'd be able to stay alive. But really, it's just a early pressure build. The Cybernetics core is out, so we can expect to see Warpgate in a moment. Let's look at the resource counter. Yeah, actually, right now, Protoss is incredibly, like a really huge lead with in terms of food count, with a 26 food count versus 16, or now 18 for Zerg. But this could actually be interesting. We have Zealots coming into pressure, and the Zerglings, if they poke up right now, they'll be able to get up. Oh, the Stalker is going to pop, but yeah, and now Zerg's going to have to pull back because these Zealots are going to wail on the hatchery a little bit. And the hatchery did just get buffed. With a lot of the Zerg buildings got buffed in terms of health points, but we can see going on right now that there has to be some form of reaction because this hatchery is really getting hurt. Yeah, wow, this is actually really an early game with the ending. You have the two Zerglings trying to come back to defend, but there's a Stalker and the two Zealots. And Zealots against Zerglings is not a fair fight, especially now that there's a Stalker to deal some damage as well. But roaches, early roaches are coming out. This actually might save Zerg, but this hatchery could still go down. It's going to be close. I don't really know what to say about that, but there's no lair coming up. Their queen is down here to start putting pressure, but the hatchery goes down. Oh, that is huge. Okay, but yeah, so now all Protoss has to do is pull back and just macro up, because now the time it takes for the hatchery to build is going to hurt Zerg so much. But if let's just take a look at the production. Like, there's a forge coming up, so I'm guessing that Protoss is going to lead in with like a +1 weapons push, just because the +1s will allow the Zealots to kill the Zerg or the Zerglings with 2 hits instead of 3. Let's see, Metal Block Boost is coming out, and that's very key for the Zerg. The hatchery is getting thrown down again. But let's see, like right now, it's just going to be like a normal, just like a 3-gate expand, maybe using the forge. Actually might just be for cannons to help defend the expansion. because Protoss didn't go for like the Forge Fast Expand or like a Gateway Fast Expand that is actually kind of popular in Metalopolis because it's a really easy map. There's the Pylon, then Gateway, Forge, Nexus, and then you do have to like block back here with some of the like a pylon or something, but it can really be done fairly effectively. But yeah, here we go. Here we have the +1 weapons. So this is actually going to be really, really interesting to see how this plays out. Because right now, Protoss is really ahead in the macro game simply because of the fact that he was able to take down the hatchery and force it to come up again. So this is actually really, really good. Their lair is coming up, so Zerg is planning on teching. But let's just see. Robo's coming up. The Colossi are very, very effective against Zerg. If the Zerg gets tunneling claws for the roaches, along with glial reconstitution, then they actually might be able to do some fancy little moves like tunneling under the Colossi and popping up and then sniping the Colossus, which is very, very, very big deal. But if you just look at the macro part of this, macro aspect of this game, you can see that Protoss is 52 food while Zerg has 33 food. And that's a huge, huge deal. Like, creep is now starting to be spread, but really Zerg is behind. Like, I would expect maybe probably some solid Mutalisk work just to harass and sort of whittle down the Protoss would be a great way to get back into the game. But really, Zerg is not in a good position. Let's see, only 4 roaches to the army right now? Yeah, 4 roaches and then some Zerglings are popping right now. But really, there's got to be some transfer of these drones to this hatchery over here just to help get some macro back. It does look like Protoss is moving out, and this force could take out, what's his name? Bao. Yeah, Bao is the Zerg player. This could deal a lot of damage to Bao if Bao mishandles it. Why is he moving that out and leaving? He should keep everything consolidated to be as effective as possible. But let's see what's going on. The Immortal is going to be able to do a lot of damage versus the Roaches and the Spine Crawlers. So let's see how this is handled. There are a lot of Zerglings. There are force fields. They're solid force fields to protect the Immortals and the Stalkers. This could be interesting. Let's see what's going on. The Proxy Pylon just be warping in. But let's check it out. The Zerglings, this is not enough for Bao right now. The Zerglings are popping, but let's see. What's the control? Like, if he can snipe the Immortals so he can keep his Roaches alive, I don't think it's going to be enough. But let's see, the control is solid on Protoss's part. There's warping, like there's a bunch of Zerglings. 14 Zerglings are coming in. There's Mortals don't have any more shields. Alright, let's see what's going on. There's Metal Block boosters were done a while ago. Glial Constitution is not done. But now this hatch is going to be able to get taken out for the second time this game. And GG called by Bao. Solid game, solid game. Alright, so that was game 1. And now we're going to go into game 2 in a moment.